Bye bye Spotify! In today's video, I'll be taking you on a tour of the company that I have had the honor and the joy of calling my second home for the past 2 years. And that company is Spotify. This is my last week at the company as I will be moving on to pursue the next level, the next phase, the next era of my life. And I could not close this chapter off in good conscience without showcasing the office space, which has touched my heart and soul. I can't say that I'm entirely ready to say goodbye, but I'm as ready as I'll ever be. Bye Spotify. Okay, time for a tour. Let me start by taking you guys on a tour of my favorite floor in the current office, the 72nd floor. On the 72nd floor, there's the cafeteria where they serve breakfast and lunch. There's a music rehearsal room with tons of instruments, all the instruments you could ever think of or need. Maybe not all of them. There's space here that's a rehearsal studio that has some exercise equipment and a huge mirror that I just love. So there's a ton of space, maybe for like dance rehearsal. What else is up here? There's the training center that has a couple of rooms that are mostly unused for the most part at the moment. So it's a really beautiful space to just brainstorm. I probably am not supposed to be in that room. And then there's also the shower. So there's a shower room. It has, again, big beautiful mirrors with bright lights so that we can get ready. And this is genuinely my favorite floor, especially when I have visitors coming over and I want to give them a feel for what Spotify is like, because there's just so much on this floor. Now we're on the floor. I'm gonna give you guys a little peek into one of the biggest rooms. It's called the main stage. The name says it all. Pretty much this is the space where we host events, where artists and celebrities come in to perform. Big company events are hosted in this space. And there's also a little secret room that my brother discovered. So I'm gonna show you guys that space right now. We also have micro kitchens on every single floor, and this is where they stock snacks and drinks and coffee machines for us to fuel ourselves throughout the day. And there are a couple of game rooms and an arts and crafts room. Well, I will show you guys those rooms now. This is my favorite game to play here, Mario Kart. Super immersive. Dance Dance Revolution. Pinball machine, if I remember correctly, that's what this is. The Simpsons. I've never played this one. PC gaming room, lots of cool equipment. Let me show you guys the cinema room. And next up is probably one of my favorite, well, I'll say top 3 favorite rooms at Spotify. Little focus rooms. And my absolute favorite corner, this little focus room here. I'll show you guys a couple of the quiet rooms on the various floors. Every floor has its own quiet room, but let's start with this one here. Heart and soul. Feels like a little garden, almost. And I am now sitting within the quiet room on my floor. So I'll give you guys a daytime view of this space. Ooh, and one thing that I loved was that I used to see the building that I lived in from the office and vice versa. I used to live in this building right here. Now there are plenty more rooms I can show you, but those were my favorites. And with that, that's a wrap. I feel like I've been at some pretty amazing companies, but there's something about Spotify that made it extra special. Something about the culture, the creativity, the femininity that I discovered here, the Swedish culture that I discovered, the community that was built, all of the various activities and events that Spotify hosted, all of it, the work that I was doing, the product that I was working on, the team that I helped build, it all just touched me and made me actually love Spotify and love the product. That's what makes it so hard to leave, but I know deep in my heart this is the right move, and I know that it's a God-sent move, but it doesn't mean that it was any less difficult, and it doesn't mean that I'm any less grateful for the time that I had here at this wonderful company. Thank you, Spotify. This is the sofa where it all started when I first came to visit a friend of mine here at Spotify back in 2019. I was a guest here. I checked in at the kiosks over there and I sat here waiting for my friend. So it's a full circle moment for me right now. And I'm just here in my feelings a bit, talking to God, telling God that whenever He wants me to go tonight, it's my last day here. It's evening, as you can see. So whenever He wants me to go, I will go. And I feel in my heart a deep resonance with the words, "Go in peace, my daughter." So I feel like God is telling me I can go in peace now. So it's a very heartwarming, heartfelt moment for me right now. I'm really gonna miss this place. Yeah. Makes me a little emotional. Bye bye, Spotify.